Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back into some more Anno 1800. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're ready for some more real life, sort of real life city building. You know, I have had to explain a few times. This is definitely not going to be a one-to-one replica of Mainz, Germany. It is just heavily inspired. So let's turn that music down just a touch because that's super loud. And let's talk about what's been going on or what I have been up to. So, our military area right here, where I was kind of just giving a little nod to the barracks and the barracks and stuff for the city's past in the military area, I've decided to redo that a little bit. I decided to wall it off, as you can very well see. I took out the dynamite factory for the moment. I'm going to put that somewhere else. Don't know where yet, but I did take it out. Just so I could fit the wall around it. And then I decided to use the Old Town Depot. Now this does function as a warehouse. If I can select the stupid thing. Now this does function as a fairly good warehouse. I don't know what the load speed of it is, but you know, whatever. I wanted it for fun. And just maybe kind of as a nod to the city's more militarized past with the, you know, the walls and the arsenals and the barracks. Maybe we could say this is just like what is left standing of the old city barracks and some fortifications and stuff like that. Of course, the city wall was like, you know, actually out here, I believe. The city wall was actually, I think, if I remember correctly, where like the promenade and the harbor area is where the city wall used to be, and they turned it like into walkways and promenades. And because the arsenal was actually attached to the wall, the city wall is where the arsenal was part of the city wall and everything. So, you know, of course, the barracks and stuff was all incorporated into that. So maybe we can say this is just like, you know, a what's left of the old medieval city walls and fortifications and barracks area right here. This is what's left of it. The rest of it has been converted and repurposed into weapons manufacturing and stuff like that. So that's kind of I thought that looked a little bit neater. So I love this little setup right here. Now, as for the palace area right here, wherever you want to call it, I did a little research on it. So what's called the castle or whatever it was more of a manor residence. It was built, you know, back in like the 1200s, I think. It started back in the 1200s, and it was actually the seat of the elector count of the region. And it was more of a palatial estate, not really a castle. It was a big L-shaped palatial estate. Now, these days, it is mostly a museum. It has a lot of museum and a lot of artifacts and different things displayed in it. So, in kind of a nod to that, I decided to use a museum for that. Now, what sets I'm going to use in here, I don't know yet. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Probably Empire of the Eagle. I've only got 6 spots, so I'm thinking Empire of the Eagle and Battle of Trelawney, possibly. Maybe, no, not Gods of the Delta. Possibly Battle of Trelawney and Empire of the Eagle. I think that would be a nice little nod to this area being more. It's got some bureaucratic function to it nowadays, but a big section of it is dedicated to. It's like a museum, basically. It has a lot of artifacts in the city's past and everything else. So I thought a museum would actually fit in perfect for that right there. The other thing I've done is I have worked on the gardens. Now, of course, you saw that in the time lapse at the beginning of the video. Just a quick little time lapse right there that I decided to do. But I worked on this garden area right here and got all this fixed up. I think this looks absolutely awesome. I moved the church down just a touch. And I finished putting this in. Now, someone said that you have a 4x4, that there's a 4x4 fountain in the Ubisoft rewards, and there's not. There's a 2x2. There's a 3x3. There's a 2x3 fountain. There's a 3x3 duck pond. But as far as a 4x4 fountain, there's not. Now, there is a 4x3, which might be what they're thinking of, the shoulders of the ancestors. But everything is 3x3. There are no 4x4 fountains. Of course, there's the giant clear water pool, which I have no idea if I'll use this or not. But yeah, the only 4x4 fountain is actually listed under the the skyscraper stuff. So that's the only 4x4 fountain that is in the game, without mods, of course. With mods, all kinds of stuff is possible, but without mods, the only 4x4 fountain is from the investor stuff. There's not even one in the tourist area. There's not even a fountain in the tourist stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with these few little changes right here I've made. I think it's going to look really cool. I haven't fully laid this out and decorated it yet because I need to get all the pieces in there. I need to go start hunting for the Empire of the Eagle stuff and for the Battle of Trelawney. Get all of those in there, and then I can design the museum around all of that. I just kind of threw them in here to kind of get an idea of space. But beyond that, I haven't done anything because I don't know how I want it to look just yet. So... all right, so what are we going to be working on today? Well, let's, let me get myself situated here so I can swap over to the other window. Info screen. There we go. All right, so what I want to work on today and start getting done is right up in this general region right here. We've got buildings up to here done, and we've got over to the casino and St. Quentin and the hospital area. So we've got some of this right here done. I want to get this part right here. Let's see. This is the Justice Plaza. So this is like interesting. Okay, so this is the Justice Plaza. So it's kind of like the courts. This is the central court of the city and everything, basically, is what I'm hearing. Studies? Train administration. Okay, so that's a train administration hall. And if I take a look, actually, if I zoom in a little bit, it's going to get a little blurry as I zoom in. But the train track actually comes right through here and then loops up and then goes on over this way. So it kind of goes this way and connects in, and there's more trains over here. There's also a big theater district. I'm trying to get to this big old theater district. If we take a look down here, I also see there's a marketplace right here just below the Justice Plaza. So there's that we're going to incorporate. And then, of course, as we continue on over here, there's also a large marketplace right next to the major cathedral of the city. It's actually the cathedral that is the most famous. Let me actually show it to you guys. It's really cool looking if you haven't seen it before. I'm looking at OBS while I'm trying to do this. So if I take a look right here, yeah, it's the big cathedral that's like stands out in Mainz. Here it is. It's this thing right here. It's massive and it's so gorgeous. And yes, I have a plan for it, so don't worry. So yeah, we're going to work on this little area right here and start getting that put together. So let's did it again. Let's get back into game. Get my windows out of the way here. Okay, and let's make this happen here. Get my screen back so I can see what I'm working on here. Okay, so we know the train is going to come off this way from there. Where'd I go? So right here above this area is actually another large barracks type area. So I'm thinking that might be a good spot. Pull these roads on over here. And these things right here keep shifting around. Now, some people had some really cool ideas for like how to do all this, and I actually want to incorporate a little bit of a few things that people were talking about. Some people were talking about using like the prison as the castle and stuff. That's kind of an interesting idea. I actually am going to use the prison for something else here shortly. But for this little barracks area right here, I think we may continue this. Right, some of that right there. So I'm thinking we might put a dynamite factory in right here. I'm not going to wall this section of the city off. I'm just going to leave it as is. This road right here is going to continue on. That's going to be the road I think that we're going to use as our continuation right there. Or do I want to use in the... Actually, you know what? Let's go the middle because I don't need that part. So yeah, let's do the middle. And then I actually could... No, I still can't really wall that off. Okay, that's fine. Let's put him to sleep for right now. Yeah, I thought maybe I could wall it off, but I can't, and that's okay. All right, we're going to continue this road right here. Now, can a furnace squeeze right there? No, furnace is one tile longer than the than that. That's fine. It won't fit there, of course. It's just like, it's like almost the right size, but then it's like, no, you can't have it. You can't have it. Okay, it's fine. We will put the police station right there. So police station and the dynamite factory. More, you know, military-ish type stuff, basically. All right, let's get some of these houses and stuff brought up here. At some point, I am going to have to sit down and do some work on productions because I am running out of stuff left and right. Okay, so I'm looking right here at my map. We actually have some curvatures going on here. We got some funny looking stuff. We got a nice got arts festival going on. That's nice. It's gonna help boost up some of our income and do a few nice things for us. Public services +5 attractiveness. I'll take it. Let's say, all right. So, anyways, coming off from over here, heading towards the Justice Plaza, which looks like the road coming kind of from the casino area, which I did redo some of this right here. Trying to make it work a little bit better. Going up here with this. Over here with this guy. Let's come over here with him. I think I'm just going to leave all this as is, and we're going to bring this road right here up. All right, we're going to put a Barcelona block in right there. Hold on. Sorry, I got a little quiet because I'm kind of sitting here staring at this right here. Yeah, so right here, we are going to kind of do the Justice Plaza right here. If we take a look back over real quick. Screen. Yeah, if we take a look right here. So, like, this right here is kind of what I did with the... wrong window. This right here is kind of what I did with the Dynamite Factory and the police station right here. This is what I did for the little Barcelona. So we're gonna kind of have to fidge these roads a little bit and kind of incorporate all of this mess into kind of one thing. And we'll do the Justice Plaza. The Justice Plaza actually looks like it's going to go 2 up. So it's actually fairly large. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave that school right there because I do need a schoolhouse somewhere. I'll move that out of the way, though. Okay, so for the Justice Plaza right here, workers. Now, I am thinking about using the state prison for that. I am thinking about doing it. Don't really think I have anything else that I would like to use for a Justice Plaza. I don't. Oh, you know what I need? Hold on. Pause. I'm going to pause real quick. Be right back. Problem solved, ladies and gentlemen. Problem solved. Glory be to modders, basically. We're going to put ourselves in the Court of Justice, aka the Embassy. So, let's see. I think I'm actually just going to do it just like this. We need a small warehouse. This right here will work just fine. Let's go ahead and get that started. 200 bricks, 20 timber, and 100 reinforced concrete, and 500 farmers for 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that then. And I'm going to need more bricks, so let's jump over here. Load up the Minerva with some more. And bring you back to Crown Falls. Which, by the way... Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Yes, I know. I keep forgetting to do this, guys. There. It is now... Yeah, let's just call it Mainz. Now it is Mainz. Okay. There. All good now. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna scoot you up by one. There. Now we're going to have a court of justice, aka the embassy. If you're wondering how to get that, that is from the AI shipyard mod. I am not going to be using the AI shipyard. I'm literally just using it for that building. So, all right, that's done and out of the way now. If I look right over here, we have a few more homes. Put a few more homes in right there. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Because it does continue on, but I think I might have to shorten it, actually. No, it actually, the train actually was going to come on over this way. So let's bring you down. Let's bring you on over. Okay. Some of these roads are very just like whatever. I just needed something to go right there, really. Let's get him out of the way again. Let's get you out of the way for right now and you out of the way for right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty cool right here. I like it. I like it. Now, of course, he doesn't have road access. Let me put you on the road for a second because I need to see how I'm going to go about doing this. I'm going to make kind of a funny road because I would like to do some decorations. You know, everything's starting to get a little crammed in as I'm doing hand motions for cramming stuff in, and I want to leave room for decorations, of course, on my city streets. Now over here it's not going to be as important because these areas are of course you know, a little more clustered in anyway, so it's okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick pause while I build the embassy and get the embassy built up and get it finished. And I'm going to do a little studying and maybe some blueprinting real quick, and we'll come back and take a look and see what's going on from there. So I'll be back in just a moment, guys. All right, guys, there it is. Awesome. We have our court of justice. Please ignore the embassy sign on it, but yeah, awesome. Beautiful, beautiful building. I really wish that they would let us construct this like as a small monument in the game. I don't know why we can't do this in Sandbox. Like, you know, just make it a small monument that, like, I don't know, decreases chance of riots or something. I don't know. It's like, it's such a cool building, and it's only available in the campaign, and they shove it in the weirdest spot possible. So, you know, stuff like this I love to be able to build. And look at the skyline, guys. Let's just take a look at this real quick. Let's turn off all of that. That skyline is really starting to come together now. It's really starting to look cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's just such a beautiful shot. Oh, I'm so happy with it. All right, let's continue on then. So this right here is actually the train the central train administration for the city. Now, of course, we don't have trains like that. And yes, I know there's a hotel and train station mod. I took a look at it. I'm not really I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I'm not digging it. I do need places for power plants, though. So I am thinking this is going to be one of the locations for one of our power plants right here. I think we're going to plop down a gas-fired power plant. We are going to pause it for right now because I don't need it actually running. And we're going to go ahead and get it set up. He can get down there, although that is going to take him a long, long time. So what I will do is I will grab one of our little warehouses and plop it right there. And then I'm going to put a wall around it. We're going to wall him off. I think I will use the large wall. Yeah, you know what? I will do that. We'll connect it up to one more spot right there. Okay. And then we've got a couple of little spots we can put in a few odds and ends. A little decoration right there. Good, good, good. Okay, yeah, and I did a little decorating right here while I was waiting. Yeah, I think that's a good, yes, it's supposed to be a train station, but it's a public service. So now we have a gas-fired power plant right there to help fuel the city. These little spots right here. You know what? Let's move our trees. Whoops! Come here, you. Let's move those two trees in. Move you up, and no, not that. Thinking I'm just going to do just some plazas. I don't want to overload it with too much stuff right there, so we'll just go with that. Call it a day. So there's our first gas-fired power plant. The range on it will obviously start extending tremendously once I have a palace going. Where the palace is going to be, I don't know yet. So ultimately, this thing right here will reach a lot of this stuff. So I'm not too worried about it just yet. We'll probably also have a power plant over here to kind of catch a lot of this. So it should be good to go. Come here, you. Yeah. Because I definitely need him to reach the motor assembly line down here, because that thing does require electricity to run. So I definitely need him reaching down in that area. Okay, so let's continue on for the last part of the episode right here. We've got all this right here done. I have laid out a couple of more spots for some other stuff. We've got our space for a restaurant right here. I did redo this a little bit, and I think this like kind of opened it up more. It was getting a little claustrophobic for me, so opened it up a little bit, put our variety theater there with a little fountain, our cafe and restaurant, or our little restaurant, whatever is going right there. And then of course, the department store is going there. And I did open up, I took out a block of housing, stuck down another town hall with another actor in it to supply some rum and canned food for our people right up here. And it looks like we have some major illness going on around here. You know what? Who cares? They will be fine. I'm going to take this out. Don't need it anymore. Delete. Like, I could have swore. Cannot. Oh, it's because of that across the street. I'm like, what's going on? Anyways. Oh, and this guy right here. Check out this. This is from the Old Town mod. This is the Old Town Marketplace. Same size as a standard marketplace, but it's he put a couple of like the Anno 1404 warehouses on it just to give it a more of an urban look to it. Plainer. Nah, I don't want that. But yeah, he put a couple of Anno 1404 warehouses on it to give it an urban look. And there is a market area in near the Justice Plaza. So I figured this right here was a great spot for that right there. All right, so the last thing I really want to do is I still want to keep working my way over here so I can get closer to the where that big theater area is at, because I really want to get over there. All right, so we can move this guy here so we can drag this road on up. So on the other side of that, there's just a big, yeah, this is starting to get over towards where the theater is going to be. So I'm really excited about this. So that theater, we are going to be using the municipal theater for this. I'm really excited to use this guy. So kind of taking a look at how the layout is. Let's take a look at it real quick here on the other screen. Move everything around real quick so I can take a look at it. So what we've got is this right here is where our gas-fired power plant is at. So we're going to come right here, and I'm going to lay out this section right here. Get this laid out so I know where that theater, because here's the big old theater, and there's a nice, big, beautiful plaza right here. So Gutenberg Plaza. So we're going to do this section right here. So let's make it look like something interesting here. I do want to go ahead and at least... this thing takes a lot of stuff. It takes cement, veneers, gold, felt. It takes a lot. So I at least want to blueprint it in so I can get an idea as to what I'm going to need for it. Where's my little map at? Here we go. Okay. So I want to come this way with it. And I think I might leave space right here for another cafe. Cafes are 4x6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. So that's enough space for a cafe right there. Okay, if I went like that, although, you know, I don't need that railroad right there. Yeah, let's shift this all down one. Hold on a second. Let me shift this around real quick, like. Do this instead with it. I go right to there. Get back down there, you. Okay, so this thing is a little bit bigger than that, and that's perfectly fine. You can make it work. There is like a lot of gardens and stuff right behind it as well. I'm just kind of looking at it on this map over here. Say I brought it up to here. How does that? That's actually perfect. But I did want to leave a space for like a little cafe or something. So that's 4x6. So that's enough space for a cafe. And we bring it around to there. And to here, we bring you up to right there. There's actually a plaza out in front of it, it looks like. Don't know the size of that plaza just yet. I haven't determined the size of that plaza. And there actually is a weird little offset road. So if I go like this... I bring this road up to here. Oh yeah, this is starting to come together, guys. Oh my goodness, I love it when things come together. I mean, I can make a nice little double lane right here, double road right here. Just because, you know, it is a slightly nicer area leading up to the big fancy guy right there. Now this actually, the houses actually extend out just slightly past it, like that. It actually extends out far enough to make the plaza in front of it. So let's go like that. So there's my plaza in front of it right there. And then there's a big plaza over here to the side. The way the plaza is actually formed looks like it goes something like this. Yeah, it goes like that. Oh. There we go. It does like that and creates a big plaza next to it. There's a big fancy plaza. And we're going to have to do a little... Oh, wait, there's a railroad going down through it. Oh, crap. And this is like perfectly aligned to... Oh, there's a railroad that has zero purpose. Crap. The Gutenberg Plaza has a giant railroad going right through the middle of the plaza. And I'm literally right on the edge. Actually, that railroad, I just noticed that railroad actually comes and curves up and goes this way. Okay. This is going to be some off-camera work, guys, because I'm going to have to go in here and I'm going to have to tear it all up and kind of rearrange some housing to get all this to fit in. But I think at the beginning of the next episode, we will come back and we will see it. Because, yeah, this railroad actually it goes... Yeah, it swings and then it swings over back behind the theater and everything, and it goes on over this way. But then there's also a cross railroad that comes down and loops over this way. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get all of that into this squeezed little spot because of that river right there in the way. I can get it. I think I can do it. And I think at the beginning of the next episode, you guys will be really, really pleased with the look. But hey, we didn't get as much built as last time, but you know, I'm pretty happy with it. We got the embassy built, or the court of justice. Yeah, it's just starting to really come together. I'm really liking it. I'll get this right here fixed, guys. I won't do a whole lot of like decorating or anything, but I'll at least get the road layout fixed. And when we come back in the next episode, we're going to work our way over here and prepare for a giant market, a giant cathedral, and lots more fun stuff. So please stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. It really helps the channel out. It helps me out a lot, and I cannot thank you enough for all of the awesome support so far in this series. I know you're having fun with it. I know I'm having fun with it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care.